I guess you could look at it, if you wanted to take a look at it, you could look at it as that would be the thing that would inhibit most people here, this pain in the heart. You know what I'm saying? Because they kept showing his heart.
They kept showing it.
Right, and you got to remember, Lucifer is fire. The heart is fire.
Yes. That passion. And
now you got to understand. Now you got to understand they're going through the chakras. When they was in the yellow cab, is where he got shot. The Chinese do in the heart.
Yes.
So throughout the thing, that's the opening of the heart chakra. You get what I'm saying? So remember, this is all about him. So when you start from raising Kundalini, it starts as a project from the heart. You get what I'm saying?
It does. Yeah.
It starts from a project as the heart. Then the heart must open up as a gateway. So you see that picture with Jesus and his heart is on fire.
Right.
That's the same Lucifer. He brought Lucifer into his heart, really.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Because I noticed, you're right. That made sense. And that's kind of how I followed that. But I wanted to talk about that. A few questions I got this week about, the symbolism of that in the heart.
Right. Well, he was opening up his heart chakra throughout it, throughout each dimension, because that's what brought him to the next level. Out of the yellow solar plexus, the next chakra's heart. They were in the next scene. They were in the bar, and the walls were all green.
Yes.
The walls were all green. So they were in the heart chakra. Then he gets tempted by the woman again, which represented Malkuth. She took his 5 senses. She offered him 6. She offered him man. He ignored her. Then before, and I'm gonna pick up from that point to give you more science of what what he said. Put it like, and here's another thing. Leonardo DiCaprio came to him and said these words. My name is Ron Green. That's what he said to him. Green is the heart chakra. They were at the heart chakra at this point. Like I said, the air element. They were fighting in the air. So it was about Lucifer, who is Jesus, opening up the heart. Lucifer is the one that was feeling the pain because he's doing the work. You are Lucifer down here. Your body belongs to Lucifer. Your body will feel the pain. I've said this before. When you raise Kundalini, you feel pain.
Yes.
When you opening up different levels of Kundalini, you feel pain. So he was representing pure Kundalini. He was feeling pain and delusional and all of that kind of shit because he was the one that was actually going through it as Lucifer. He represented the body, if you will.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, now, here's really the trick. He says that the wife has locked something deep inside her. She put it in the safe. But what she put it in the safe, if you remember, was actually that spin thing. So meaning that spin thing represented the universe or time. Remember I told you we all spinning in this time in the circle.
Right.
So she put that in the safe, meaning she locked down. What she locked down was the understanding that she is in the circle of time. She became Malkuth. You get what I'm saying? A spinning earth. So she locked that down. Okay. The spinning wheel means just the universe. Limbo became her reality. That's what he said. Dimensions became her reality. Now, what he did was say, and I'm reading it. I'm reading off my notes. Limbo became a reality dimension. Old souls back in the youth, being born on Earth. This is like every conscious person. So every conscious person. When he got this woman up, he said, we will be together forever. What they did was build the world together now. What you now see, what you've seen in the Matrix, the architect and the oracle.
Right.
Remember, in the end, they were together, and it was just the feminine and the masculine. And in fact, that's who these both were playing. They came into the dream world and they built their own worlds. They built their own dimensions off of shit in their memories. This is her old house. This is where our first apartment. This is where we did this.
Right.
So they built their own world. Him as the architect, her as the forger, if you will. So he said, we were gods in this world.
Yes.
He said, but till I realized it wasn't real. He said, I convinced her it wasn't real. He said, what they didn't reveal yet, he said, we were actually in limbo. He said, how do you know about limbo? Because I went there before, and I got out. How did he get out? Through the train. He put his head on the track with her. Remember, I told you the train tunnel was set, the labyrinth, the gateway. When they woke up, what that was supposed to represent was the real world. They woke back up to the real world. But here's where they twisted. They woke back up on Earth, and the wife became conscious.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
She realized
that's the trip.
That, now, mind you, she's the one that's throughout the movie trying to tempt you into this illusionary world. Where he threw the spin on this shit was now she's playing this role, at least in this portion of the story, as someone who's trying to tell this dumb nigga, Earth is fake, motherfucker. These ain't our real kids. This is a projection.
Right.
He's like, no, Ma, we're in the real world. She's like, no, we're not. You need to die. You need to take a leap of faith with me. Remember, she's saying all of this shit to him. Now she's consciousness incarnate talking about Earth, which was badass, which was put in there to fuck niggas up.
Right, because initially he was the one who introduced her to the other world.
But no, he introduced her to a fake world. They went down together.
Yes, to the fake world,
He built the fake world. Listen, he built the fake world because he's a former architect.
Right.
Remember, he used her to fill it up as a forger.
Yes.
As Mother Nature.
Yeah.
So remember, he said, this is her house. This is the first house we grew up in. This is our house where we got it together.
Yes.
This is the bridge where we fell in love. So she was adding the love to Mother Nature. He was dealing with the mathematical equations. Again, that's why I referred to the movie The Matrix. I am the architect.
Yes.
He was cold and calculating. You're just motherfucking numbers. The Oracle was loving these niggas.
Yes.
We need you to rise. You are my baby. And all the rest of that kind of shit. You get what I'm saying? These two things came together, the masculine and feminine, and created this dream world. He was the one to wake up and tell her, look, we're going to be together. She was lost in nature, in this paradise.
Right.
Earth itself, lost, sleeping beauty. So he wakes up and now they wake up, but here's where they switch it. They wake up to Earth, not the world of the real. She's now conscious.
Yeah.
Which throughout the movie she wasn't. Her consciousness throughout the movie, she's now saying, let me tell you, nigga, we still dreaming. She said, well, how come I can't control this dream? She said, because you don't know you're dreaming. You don't know you're dreaming. So that's why we think the white man is controlling it. The fucking Illuminati's controlling this. You can't pay your rent. You can't get that snazzy job you want. Your kids are fucking bad because they turn into blood. Because you don't know you're dreaming. The laws of attraction and the secret is nothing but fragments from the wisdom of Tahuti to try to tell you, motherfucker, you are dreaming. And you can change this shit.
Yes. Yes,
but you think something else is controlling it. So she's now conscious. That's where he switched the concept. Kids are projections. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, he also said to her, she couldn't do this anymore because it was like we were old souls being born again. Well, yes, that's conscious people. Motherfuckers that been here forever. Now got this new body. That's why you can't listen to your mother. That's why you hate church. That's why school sucks. That's why you hate the police. That's why you hate everything here, because you're old souls being born in a body again in the same thing, the same malkuf or a different version of the dream. A different. So his wife is saying, "Look, motherfucker, you still dreaming. We still dreaming. We need to die to get home." Which again, your only pathway out of this motherfucker is through death. There is no going to be trees and going to be better air, and the rainforests will grow again. Right. And we will know how to talk to the monkeys and the llamas. That's not going to happen again. Your only pathway is through a true, honorable death, meaning an enlightened death, which is what they were all trying to do in the movie itself, have an enlightened death. Now, you know, she said your kids are projections. If you think your kids ain't projections, Just look at your funky kids right now, how much shit they put you through. If for nothing else, just for how many years you had to buy them school supplies is enough to slit your fucking throat. Your kids are projections, all meant to keep you in the matrix. She becomes possessed with an idea, he said. This idea was now consciousness and going home. We had to kill ourselves to get back to the real world, the only way home. Okay, now you will see them washing up on the beach a lot. Now again, I said this already. Washing up on the beach is nothing but crossing the sands of the Dark. So washing up on the beach is basically crossing that abyss, either into the real world or the fake world, however you want to look at it.
Right.
Okay. Okay. He was actually the one who, Cobb is actually the one who was stuck when he was in this world. She tried to destroy his world for him, if you remember this. Remember when she told him to meet at the hotel, she created this scene where it looked like he killed her. Remember?
Yes.
And she said she went to 3 psychiatrists to make her to clear her sane.
Yes.
So she wasn't insane. He made it look like he threw out the window at this hotel room. Why? She was trying to fuck his world up. If he wouldn't kill himself, you were going to have a fucked up world on Earth. Does this sound familiar? We call it middle passage, work, rent, food, gangbangers, clones, chemtrails. If your ass refuses to wake up at this point on Earth, it's going to be a fucked up one. Now, Koof is going to fuck it up for you because it needs you to come with it. It doesn't exist. It only exists because you holding on to it. It's trying to rise. It's trying to take that leap. She gives him this speech. I need you now to take a leap of faith with me. I need you to come with me. I need you to believe in this shit. He's like, no, Mal, we can work it out. Because he's stuck on Earth. No, they're spilling the oils, and Brother Paddock, you're not really real because, you know, it is about the black woman and the black man and the babies. Nigga, stop. You sound like that crying nigga in the window when she's saying, come on, motherfucker. Let's get the fuck up out of here.
Right.
Now. Okay. Mal Koof, she gives him the same train speech that he gives her.
Yes.
You know, the same shit. He said he gave her this great dynamic speech before they crushed their heads on the train. She tried to give it to him and told him, we're still dreaming. He didn't go for it. That's why he was fucked up, and that's why he was holding on to her memories, because he didn't move on. So these memories started to attack him. That's why everything attacks us now. Africans hate you. You want to be so Africa. Your name is Mayat Imhotep the Third, and it's doing nothing for you. It's almost like an anchor for you now. These things are now attacking you instead of working for you because you're holding on to them as memories the same way he was in that elevator holding on as to these memories. She's trying to tell this nigga, you're still dreaming on Earth. The little female, the new architect tells him, you need to kill her. She ain't real. Basically, she was saying, look, motherfucker, you need to let go of Earth. Get off Earth's dick. All right, so now, and I'm trying to move through. We're at 40 minutes. I'm going to try to move so we can hit the end. This is real interesting. The little girl, the new architect, says to him these words: your guilt defines her. It empowers her. You are not responsible for the idea. Now that's very powerful. Your guilt defines her, empowers her. The most guiltiest people I know is conscious people.
Yes.
They feel therefore that the white man is here, that the Illuminati is here, that we are suffering, that the Crips, the blood, Every 5 minutes there's a YouTube video about some fucked up shit that happened.